Hi everyone, and welcome to our post-run yoga flow. So a lot of us are outdoor running right now with the weather getting a little bit better and obviously some gym closures around us. So this sequence is built for those of you that are possibly headed out on a few more outdoor runs than you're used to, or for those of you that run a lot to really work into those muscles that we feel as runners. All right, so go ahead and lay your mat out, get out any props that you need, and we'll start our practice now. I want you guys to go ahead and allow yourself to come all the way up to stand, okay? So start to find a place where when you stand, you can root your feet down, spin your palms forward, and find your breath. Let your eyes close here as you stand up nice and tall and just feel both of your feet press down into the earth. Acknowledge your heart rate has come down from your run, hopefully. You can feel your body still warm, still needing and craving the stretch that you should give your body before and after you run, and finding that movement together today. I want you guys to go ahead and inhale, blink your eyes open, reach up into the sky for me. Good, and then on your exhale, soft bend your knees, fold all the way forward, placing your hands on your shins. You're gonna lift halfway up and do a nice flat back. And then everyone go ahead and bow forward. So I want you to take a nice wide stance, wider than your mats, which is why I'm turned. Grab your elbows and just bend the right knee, bend the left knee, and you're gonna sway in the low back side to side. So it's a little bit wider of a regular forward fold. It's like ragdoll, except I've added some of the hips to the movement. And so you're just breathing and feeling this sensation as you move side to side. On your next breath, inhale, take a deep breath in together. And then on your exhale, open your mouth and release your hands to the earth. Good, breathe out as you bow forward here, and then just pause and breathe. Roll the chin into the chest, rolling yourself all the way up through standing, taking the shoulders up, down, and around, and then bringing the feet slightly closer together, still a little bit wider than your hips. I want you to go ahead, it's called empty coat sleeves. You're just gonna start to swing those arms. So a lot of times our back can be really tight after a run, especially depending on how we held our body, how much we moved our arms. So just start to sway. And you'll notice as I'm doing this, I'm kind of whacking my back with my hands. You can even whack your bottom, and you're just kind of feeling that sensation of moving the arms around and allowing them just to sway. And then you're gonna do this down towards the ground, swaying, and then you're gonna come back up. Good. And then I want you to go ahead and add a rotation. So really rotate, rotate, rotate. So feel the sensation of the movement through the spine. You're here for 4. Breathe slow, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's go ahead and find the top of our mat if you have it laid out. And then inhale, please extend your arms to the sky. Exhale as you breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, fold forward, tucking the chin, lifting of the tailbone. Step back to plank, top of a push-up. We'll lower together slowly. And then you're gonna inhale, press up, cobra or up dog. Reach your chest forward for me. And then come back to child's pose. So get a nice deep stretch in your lumbar spine, your low back, and just settle as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Good, inhale, tabletop. That's hands and knees. So stack your shoulders on top, and then inhale, curl your toes, lift your chest up and press your tailbone back behind you as you lift your throat. Take a breath in here, and then exhale, tuck the chin, round the back, find some room. Let the head rock side to side, and then just feel this pull in the back of your neck. Good, and then inhale one more time. You're gonna go to cow pose, so look up. And then exhale, you're gonna go to cat pose, round the spine. Good, take your left hand way out in front of you, so it's further than your shoulder, and raise your right arm way up into the air. Make a fist in your right hand and roll it around a little bit. And then exhale, thread your needles. So send your right shoulder down, right ear down. Keep this left arm way out in front of you, maybe even walk it further. And I want you to take your hips and try to pull them to the right. And then feel this stretch in your upper back for me, back of the right shoulder specifically, into the right side body. I tend to hold a good bit of my running tension in my back versus my legs, so you might be someone who has that too, or maybe it's your feet. We're gonna get all areas today. And then on your next breath, exhale, place your left hand down. Inhale, raise your right arm back up. Fan your heart open. Good, exhale, release your right hand, curl your toes. We'll go to down dog for the first time. And I want you to take your feet wide so you can take your chest and press back into those legs. Look at my heels. They're down on the ground. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Good. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose, balls of the feet, chest forward. Exhale, pull it back, down dog, heels down, heart back, a little bit of hips side to side. Inhale, come forward, plank pose, heart forward. Exhale, pick it up and back. Good. Bring your feet closer together. Raise your right leg up to the sky, so three-legged downward facing dog, and pause here. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting my right leg high, but I'm pressing my left heel down to really feel and engage that effort. On your next breath in, please bring your right knee forward, touch your nose, engage your core, straighten out your arms. And then inhale, send your right leg up. Take your right foot all the way through, place your foot down, and now on the ball of your back foot, exhale, lower the knee. Keep your hips moving forward, pause, untuck your back toes, and then when you're ready, bring your torso up. So I want you to feel your hips moving forward here. Place your hands on your low back, and then as you're here, you're gonna really start to work into this left hip flexor, which is probably really tight after a run. And then I want you to inhale, come out of this bent knee a little bit, place your left hand outside of your leg, keep your right hand behind you and twist. Good, I'm firming my left glute a whole lot as I twist. I'm here for 3, 2, and then exhale, shift forward, bend your front knee. Reach your both arms all the way to the sky. And then exhale, you're gonna frame the right foot. Good, curl your toes and raise your right back leg. And then we're gonna straighten our right leg. Now bend your right knee, look forward, and again, good place to use blocks under your hands or a different prop. One more time, bend your right knee, and then exhale, straighten and hold. Pick up your toes if you want more. So notice my heel is down, my toes are lifted. I'm here for 3, 2, and then I'm gonna bend my knee forward on 1, gaze forward, exhale, step back to down dog. And then inhale, please roll forward to plank, take chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Really use your legs in a back bend, okay? So don't forget about how much work they can do. And then hands and knees to child's pose. Good, inhale, move forward, hands and knees, tabletop. This time, give your hips a little side to side. You might have just heard my hips crack. Good, and then we're gonna take our right hand, we're gonna bring it forward a good bit. And we're gonna raise our left arm all the way up. Make a fist for me, roll your wrist around. I always run with my dog. Sometimes my wrists are a little tight after from holding the leash the whole time, especially if it's a long run. And then thread your arm through. Good, as you lay on your shoulder, walk your fingers forward, and now your hips are gonna wanna move to the right, but I challenge you, pull them to the left if you can. Really pull, 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 pull. Find that engagement in your body. You're here for 3, 2, good. Slide the right hand back under the shoulder. Inhale, raise your left arm to the sky. And then exhale, release your hand down. Curl your toes, downward facing dog. Again, please find that wide down dog stance. So separating your feet as wide as your mat here. Exhale, press your chest back. And the goal here for me is to take my heels and take them right into the ground so I can get as deep into the back of my ankles, hamstring, Achilles as I can. And then I just want you to inhale, plank, strong core. Exhale, dog, push back. One more time, inhale, plank, find the mobility here in your wrist and shoulders. Exhale, back. And then let's bring the feet a little closer together, and then we'll take this left leg all the way up. And then again, I'm focusing on one leg leading the ground, one leg staying on the ground. I'm pressing hard through my right leg as I lift my left leg. Squeeze your inner thighs, reach, reach, reach. Take one more full breath. And now on your exhale, knee to nose. Good, inhale, please send your leg up and back. Exhale, step forward, and then lower your right knee down. So you're gonna bring your hands to your hips, and you're gonna lunge forward. So now the right hip flexor, psoas area is where our target is. And just kind of feel the lift here as you open up your heart. And on your next exhale, we're gonna straighten our front leg a little bit. Not really straighten, but just come out of that deep bend. Put your right hand on the outside of the leg, squeeze your right glute a lot, and now twist. So I want you to feel this in your upper back as you twist, finding some mobility. Lifting and breathing and holding on tight here to this pose as we hug everything in. Good, and then inhale, we're gonna shift forward, raise both our arms to the sky. And on your exhale, let's frame our foot. Curl your back toes, please. Raise your knees, squeeze and firm your glutes. Inhale, look forward. I'm gonna use my fingertips. Exhale, straighten left leg. Good, inhale, bend forward, heart forward. Exhale, straighten. One more round, bend forward, heart forward. Exhale, straighten. Walk your hands forward a little bit more if you can. You might not be able to. And then maybe I'm gonna lift my toes again. 3, 2, and 1. Bend into the front knee. Exhale, plank pose, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower. Inhale, back bend. And now exhale, lay the pelvis down on the ground. So I'm not picking up my hips. I'm gonna lay my right forearm down and then my left forearm. Good, and then as I start to roll my pelvis side to side, I'm gonna pull my heels into my butt and start to rock side to side, getting into the tops of my quads. So right now, this really does feel like I'm foam rolling my legs as my quads are pretty tight from my run that I just went on. And rock side to side. Amen. My running buddy's right behind me on the couch. She had fun today. It was raining though, so not as pretty of a run. Good, and then on your next exhale, pause here. Bring your feet to touch. I want you to spread your fingers out wide and then give yourself a nice little back bend here. So let the chest come forward in seal pose. And then look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder, and just kind of, again, make sure the neck can move gently side to side, that you feel good. And then we're gonna lower our forearms down. Perfect. Lower your feet down for me. Breathe in Sphinx pose, really firm and press down through the hips. And breathe out. I want you to exhale, take those elbows away from your body now. Bring them underneath, bring them to the sky so your hands come underneath and flatten the palms. So we're gonna take 3 rolling cobras. Maybe your shape is small or large, pressing into the top of the feet. I want you to inhale, press up, cobra, meaning my hips are on the ground, my shoulders are rolling back and away. Exhale, lower. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. We got one more, guys. Inhale, come up. Good. Exhale, please lower. Now take your fingertips off the mat so they line up with your ears. Your elbows are facing the sky. And you're gonna inhale, bring your chest up, 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 up. Good. Exhale, look to one side, lower just the opposite shoulder down. See how my elbow's still up, my right shoulder's down, and then inhale, come up to the other side. So I'm gonna look right, put my left shoulder down. Inhale, come up, 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 and then exhale, lower. So just again, undulating the spine. Inhale, back bend, cobra, up dog. And then let's come to down dog as we exhale, please. Lift up and back. Working into the quad, we're gonna raise our right leg up. Bend our knee and open our hip. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. I want you to straighten your right leg, step the right foot forward. From here, raise your left leg up. Bend the left knee, open the left hip, and then start some circles. So what we did was we stepped to the top of our mat. We pretty much just switched the foot that's in the air. Lift the leg, exhale, release it down. Good. Now I'm going to turn towards you just so you can see my feet. I'm going to take my heels together, my toes apart, and sink down. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, arms go forward. Option 3, hands come around. Hold your heels and then just kind of curl forward. Good. I'm going to move to the side just so you can see those options differently. So 1 is here. 2 is here. 3 is here. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, bring your body up, 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 up. Good. Exhale, turn your toes forward, bow forward, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to calves, cup and hug in. Inhale, press through your feet, stand tall, firm your arms, firm your legs. Release your hands down by your sides. Good. Raise your right knee, make 3 big circles to the right. Good, and then exhale, reverse it, circling in. And then on the next breath, let's go ahead and go out with this left leg. You'll notice your imbalances, your tightness. In on the other side, so 3 total. Good, and then feet together. Inhale, reach up, 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 up. Exhale, fold in. Take a nice flat back, lengthen out. Step your left foot back. Bend your right knee forward. Squeeze your legs together. Raise your right arm all the way up. And then exhale, drop your back heel. So watch my feet behind you. Turn your right toes away from you. Sink down. 3. Feel that in the outer right butt. 2. Inhale up into your twist, so pivot your feet around. Exhale, release your hands, step back, down dog. Good, take your time as we bend the right knee and as we bend the left knee and as we create some movement in our feet. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip, press back into your right leg, soften the right knee just a little bit, lift, lift, lift. And now straighten your leg, close the hip, exhale, step forward. Inhale, look forward. Nothing fancy here, guys, just pick up the right leg. That's the leg that's behind you. Now bend the right knee and open the hip and feel the difference. So that's a deeper hamstring stretch for this left leg. It's a hip opening on the right inner thigh. Take 1 more full breath in. Straighten the leg, close the hip, release your foot down. Good, your feet are about 6 inches apart. I want you to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, place your left hand out in front of you. So here's my left foot. My left hand is about 1 foot in front of me. If you can't touch the ground, put a block or a prop under it. As your left knee bends, my right leg is straight. I'm gonna roll my heart to the sky. Good, take 1 more full breath in. I'm gonna press into my hand and send my hips backwards, 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 low back, hamstring, IT band. 1 more big breath, swim the right arm forward. Ground it down, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, and then open, open, open. And smile and stretch, because I know you guys feel this in your left booty, down the hamstring into the IT band. Exhale, swim forward 1 more time. Inhale, right arm up. Right leg as straight as it can be. Squeeze your legs to make sure you're safe. Exhale, swim, swim, swim. Reverse, open it up. And swim forward to bring it down. Slowly round, 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 round. Let the hands clasp. So find your fingers together behind your tailbone. And then inhale with strong legs. Let the chest open. Exhale, bow forward. And breathe. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. And you're here for 1. Hands to low back, hands to ground. Let's go ahead and take a wide stance on our yoga mat, please. so that your toes are slightly turned in. You're gonna inhale to lengthen out. Exhale to fold forward. Now you're gonna inhale to rise all the way up to stand really slow. We're gonna go to the left side first, so turn your left toes out. Amen. Bend your left knee. Squeeze your shoulders here for warrior two. So you're gonna feel this opening in the back right leg. You're gonna feel the pull in your groin and then really try to pull your chest to face me. Inhale, you're gonna straighten out your front leg, reverse, find some room here. Good, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, return. And then inhale, straighten, pivot, spin the right foot. Warrior two. So now you're facing the front of your mat. Stay low in the knee, pull the chest, and then inhale, reverse, press to straight. Good, exhale, bend the knee. Go ahead and cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Exhale, step the right foot back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to your hands super slow. So tiptoe on the very balls of your feet. Amen. Stop doing that. And then walk them all the way up. Good. Exhale, fold forward. This time we're going to allow the right leg to step back. Keep the right hand down. Raise your left arm up to twist. Good. Squeeze the legs firmly here. And now exhale, I'm going to drop my heel towards my knee. Spin my toes towards you. Lower my hips. Hold 3. Outer left hip. Hold for 2. And then inhale up and over. Hold your twist. And release your leg. Hand, not leg. Step back, plank. Lower all the way down to your bellies. Good. Inhale, bring yourself up to your forearms, so prop yourself up. Exhale, take your left hand slightly towards your right hand so that it angles towards the right fingertips. Raise your right arm up and around. Bend your back knee and catch your foot. Option 1, squeeze the legs together, pull the right chest forward, hold. Option 2, roll your elbow up. So see my hand? It's gonna go over my toes, so my elbow goes up, squeeze my knees together to straighten my left arm. Good, if that's too much, stay here, or with option 1 for 3, 2, exhale, lower, release, and let it go. Reset the body in Sphinx, so both palms facing forward, forearms down. Exhale, let the chin tuck here for a moment and just make sure there's no tension hiding in the back of the neck, shoulders or traps. Relift the heart, take the right hand towards the left fingertips, spin the right elbow out slightly, pull your heel towards your bottom as you reach up and around to find your foot. Now, see how I'm kind of facing you? What I want to do is pull forward. Option to stay, or I'm going to roll my hand over my foot so my elbow faces the sky. More pressure in my quad here. And then maybe straighten your right arm. You're here for 3. The fullest expression would also be to lift this right leg, but we're just focusing on stretching the quads, not really to get super bendy today. Exhale, lower, release, and reset. Good, take one more full breath in here. Exhale, split the elbows to the sides, ground the palms, and then inhale, press up and back. We'll come to child's pose again. So bring the knees forward, take the butt to the heels, take the palms back, face up, and just lay your chest on your thighs. Breathe in and out slowly. Good. From here, I want you to inhale your hands to your hips. Press your hips forward. So we're going to do a little bit of like a hip flexor, back bendy sequence here, okay? So with your hips moving forward, just hold the low back, squeeze the elbows in, firm and tone your glutes, look up. Good. Exhale, sit back on the heels. Try to pick up the knees, stretch the tops of your feet. This may be a whole lot for you. And now as we come forward to our knees, take your right foot, step it forward and lunge. Bring your arms up, bring your right hand to your left wrist, tug to the right. Good, inhale back through center. Exhale, hands to the inside of our foot this time. Walking the right foot over to the right, picking up the back knee if you need to, moving it back, and then just lunging forward into this left hip flexor. Breathing in and out. Placing the right hand on the right thigh. Staying right here, making sure this right inner thigh hugs in or rolling some to the right. 3. Keep hugging in for 2. Release on 1. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, pick up the back knee. Step back to plank. Lift the hips to down dog. Breathe out. Right leg lifts. Spin the right knee. Open the hip again. Raise the right leg up. Exhale, close the hip to bring it down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Back bend. Child's pose. Slide back. Palms face up. Back of the mat. Nuzzle in and hold. Breath in. Breath out. Hands to hips. Inhale, bring the hips forward. Hold the low back. Inhale, squeeze and tone. Back bend. Exhale, come back up. Sit on your heels. Ready, lift up, 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 up. Stretching the tops of your feet. I know it's a whole lot. Bring it down, come forward. Step the left foot forward. Lunge. Inhale. Left hand, right wrist, tug over to the left. 3, 2. Good job, guys. Lower your hands. Walk the left foot over to the left for me, please. Sink forward in your hips and just pause and breathe. So I'm going to curl my back toes, pull my back right knee back just a little bit, and then settle. Left hand, left thigh, roll the chest open, looking behind you, squeezing your inner thigh in. You're here for 3, 2, release your hand on 1. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, pick up the back knee. Step back, strong legs, plank. And then press back to dog. Left leg, inhale, reach. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, close, lower. Shift plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Please ground your right foot. Take your left foot, press into the top of the foot and get the pull through the top of your toes. Feeling all those tiny little muscles and bones here. If your foot cramps, just flip it back real quick. Exhale, switch. So I'm going to ground my left foot. Take the top of my right foot down. This one's a whole lot harder for me. I can feel the tension build immediately into my anterior tibialis and then also through the top of the foot. Good, exhale, release. Now bring your feet to the center of the mat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our knees forward past our toes, lift your heels up, okay? So what the goal is here is to put the heels down and just stretch as the knees shift forward some. So if this is impossible, you can put little pillows or blocks underneath your knees, or underneath your heels to kind of help you stay here. Maybe your back is real tight or just your feet. Otherwise, try to get your heels down. And then what we're gonna do is try to take our fingertips slightly forward to help us. And I'm just gonna pull my knees forward like a millimeter. And I want you to feel that kind of tension build right through the top of the foot. You're here for 3, 2, really press into your toes. Try not to dig all the way into the heels. Now press forward, bring your knees down, curl your toes this time. You're gonna sit on your heels, all right? So the top backs of your feet are getting stretched. And then we're just gonna pause here and we're gonna take 3 deep breaths. So inhale, breathe in. Exhale as you breathe out. Twice more, inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. One more time, guys, breathe in. Bring the arms all the way out in front of you. Flip the palms so that they interlace. You can press out all the way up. Lengthen out your torso. And then exhale, release your hands down. Good. Take your feet, cross your ankles, and then do your best to sit backwards from there. Nice work. Feet together, knees apart. Bound angle pose. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Option 1, stay right here, but try not to go too far forward. So take your, like the fleshy part of your butt and still push it down. And then fold when you're ready. So I like to walk my hands out and curl my spine at the last moment, but it's really up to you and what feels best. You're here for 3, 2, and then on your last breath, slowly roll up the spine and cross your ankles. So one ankle in front of the other. Inhale, lengthen your arms all the way up. Exhale, seated spinal twist to the right. So just press through your fingertips, roll your gaze all the way behind you. Now stay in your twist, but roll your gaze all the way around the other way. Good. Play around with letting the spine sink in and press forward. And then inhale, reach up, 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 up. Exhale to side 2. So seated spinal twist, roll and look over the shoulder. And then roll the gaze forward and then play around with sinking down, picking it up, sinking down, coming up. Good. And then inhale, come back through center, reach all the way to the sky. And then exhale your hands to your heart. We're going to bend our knees and plant our feet in front of us. Turn your hands away from you. So we're going to lift our chest. It's called reverse tabletop. It's hard for if you have really tight quads and hip flexors. So listen to your body. Make sure your toes are facing forward. You're going to start to raise your hips a few inches and decide how this feels. Check in with your back and shoulders too. Now try to find tabletop, which is reverse variation here. And if you feel good, drop your head. Hold it here. 3, 2. Tuck your chin. Take your time. Pause. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And now sit. Good job. Wrap your arms around your legs. So reverse the action that the spine just did. And I'm going to take my shoulders and really pick them up, 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 up. And then open your mouth. Nice job. Let's lay down onto our backs here. I'm going to grab those kneecaps, pull them back. And I want you to start to draw figure 8s with your kneecaps on your ceiling. So notice my legs are moving all different forms. So I'm just using my kneecap like it was a doorknob. I'm holding on to it. And I'm just allowing myself to move all around. From there, exhale, right leg over left leg. So Gomukhasana pose on your back. It's called cow face. So you really want to get those legs to cross. So my knees are almost stacked. If that's impossible, you'll take figure 4 instead. Otherwise, knees are crossed. You're either going to grab underneath the legs and hold kind of palms face up and then pull in, or grab over the legs if you can, pull in. Or if you can, you're going to reach over the feet, hold your pinky toes, and then pull your legs out wide and down. So notice I'm not just letting my heels drop. I'm keeping them facing the sides because if I were seated, this is where my feet would be. And then I'm slowly bending my elbows out to the sides and pulling my knees towards my stomach as I root down through my low back. So you'll notice this is a nice pull specifically in the top leg outside of glute, but you'll also feel it in the bottom. And then I also feel it a little bit in my groin and psoas just because of the compression that it does. My feet are in flexion, so as I pull on my feet, I'm not stressing the ligaments or the tendons because my feet are active the whole time. On your next breath, take an inhale. Loosen your grip. Let the heels soften. Good, and then unwind those legs. Pull your knees apart wide. So let those heels kind of sink down. And now help the legs come back together and then switch. So left leg is on top. So again, I'm not gonna let my heels drop, so don't hang out here. Figure 4, option 1, ankle over thigh, option 2, cross. I'm gonna sit up, grab my pinky toes, send my feet out to the side, so thinking 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and then I'm gonna pull my thighs in. Now this is a much tighter variation for me with my left leg on top, so I feel it a whole lot more. So as I pull in, you'll notice my elbows are barely bending this time because I just don't have the space for it. Again, this pose is called Gomukhasana. It's called cow face pose. And this is the supine variation, meaning on the back versus seated. Take one more big breath in. Good, hands to the knees again as you release softly. Pull the knees apart, stretching through the groin. And now feed the feet up, grabbing the sides of the feet for happy baby. So instead of the legs being crossed, they're open and you're pulling the knees down. And you can play around with a little bit of movement, so it's kind of nice to let the tailbone lift and then let it drop again, easing any tension in your back. Good, take your legs and please reach them up to the sky and roll your ankles around, point and flex your toes. We're gonna pull the right knee in now as the left leg lays down. And I just want you to feel the sensation of pulling this thigh bone into the chest as you pull the back down. It's called Ardha Apanasana, so single leg, knee to chest pose. Exhale, lower the right leg down to the ground, and then you're gonna exhale, pull the left knee to the chest. Good, and then lay both legs down. You're gonna interlace your fingers like we did that one time standing. Take them up and over your head. Reach them as far as you can and just get as long as the torso will get and see if that feels good in your body. Exhale, pull your knees to your chest. So I'm gonna try to grab my legs with my palms up and my knuckles pulling in and down just to give a different sensation. Exhale, hugging in, and then we're gonna take our last pose, a supine twist. So place your hands next to you, bump your hips left, and drop your knees to the right. I want you to allow your left hand to reach out, and then all the way open for your twist. Hopefully there's no tension in the body. You should feel a little bit more relaxed through your muscles, your bones, your tendons, your ligaments, the spine, your breath, the tension we hold with a run. You know, it's a lot of pounding. It's not the best thing we do for our bodies, but it is good for us in terms of our heart and allowing ourselves to feel our aerobic capacity. Go ahead and come back to center. Pick up your butt with your feet, bump it over, pull your knees up first so they line up to your belly, and then drop them over. So my belly button lines directly up with my knees here. Reach this right arm up to the sky and then all the way open to the right. Exhale, your spine is flat. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out. This should feel good. On your next breath, bring the feet back, pick up the butt so the butt can return. And then you're just gonna place your hands on your legs, get that nice deep tension release for the hip flexors here. So I'm stiff arming my legs, I'm pushing, pushing, pushing. And then everyone, pull those knees in one more time. Make the biggest ball you can where you just pull your head up, you flex your feet, you reach, 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 and then you're gonna rock up and down and up and down and up and then stay down. And then let the legs go. Breathe in. Breathe out.
If you'd like a longer Shavasana, feel free at the end of the video just to lay back down and rest. Otherwise, I want you guys to slowly make your way up to seated, taking your time, please. And then rotating yourself in a comfortable seat facing me if you wish, or any way you want. Bringing the hands to the heart. I hope your body feels well, feels good. I hope your run before this felt successful, or some other cardio activity that you paired. And have a beautiful day. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to like the video and let me know. And hopefully you'll be joining me more for classes on YouTube. Thank you guys. Namaste.